Oh! Woo! There we go! Yo, full head is in the shadow of your head. Smile! Hello!
We're the Weisers. Here's Mildred.
Nellie's joining us today for this, but you can't see her in the actual shot, so you just can know she's there. Alright, so we went to Montana in the end of
June and beginning of July.
So we haven't edited this video in quite some time, but we thought the time is now.
October.
Nailed it. While we were there, we stayed with our friends Hannah and Garrett and their family. I know, well, actually, okay, let's go back about what, like, when did we start school? 2011?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2019, so 8 years ago, we went to school with Hannah and Garrett. But we knew of them, but we never really crossed paths to be, like, close friends or anything like that. And then when we graduated in 2015, I went to work at Concordia, Ann Arbor in Michigan, and so did Hannah. And then that's kind of when our friendship blossomed. She, I believe, was engaged to Garrett at the time, and Cole and I were still dating long distance. And long story short, we became bestest of friends and then dragged our husbands into it, and they like each other too. And we didn't really know what to expect. We packed up and kind of brought Emmy with, and we never have been camping as a couple, let alone with a, how old was Emmy? 6-month-old. Flies by.
Yeah, like 9 months old, 8 months old.
Okay, she's a little older than that. 8 months old. My job to get the rental car. However, I kind of waited till last minute. Often for my job, I don't have to book one until like the day before I leave, and I've never had a problem. But I was looking like 2 weeks before we had to leave, and they were sold out. So I called, and they were still sold out, all of them. So we had to get creative, and we ended up getting a Jeep that had a tent on top of it. We'll show you our little tour here. I feel like we need to be like MTV Cribs, like, welcome to my crib, but yeah. Shoe ups. Really beautiful there, though, because we were kind of in the middle of nowhere. It had really beautiful views, even from the bathroom, which seems to be Cole's favorite part to talk about. He always shows a picture.
Yep, I took a picture every day.
From the bathroom, mind you, from the bathroom.
Yeah, Hannah's dad came down. I had the sign up because you're supposed to put the sign up that says somebody's in there. And all of a sudden he's right there, and I'm like, hey.
So fast way to make a new friend is walking on them in the bathroom. Every morning we'd wake up, we'd go out by their kind of camper, and we'd have coffee and breakfast and just hang out. Hannah's family is the best. They're just like, they're that type of family that just kind of welcomes you in and makes you feel loved and included, and they're also amazing cooks.
Mm-hmm.
So we were eating like gourmet food while camping.
Yeah, best food I've eaten all year.
Yeah.
No offense.
Apparently I need to step up my game. So first thing we did while there was we hiked to a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
So we went, we don't know the name of it. We've texted Hannah, but it's an hour later there, so I'm sure she's already sleeping. But it was a pretty easy hike, but it had a very beautiful view. We have a video to show here. And we hiked to, what was it?
Oh,
Glacier Lake.
Glacier Lake, yeah.
Which was beautiful. Like,
yeah, so clear.
Yeah, crystal clear water. A little chilly.
Yeah.
But it just like reflected the scenic view around it. You could see the fish swimming in it. We went swimming in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, very chilly, but very refreshing at the same time. The boys watched the babies while Hannah and I got to go on an adventure in the water, and then we switched. So a little bit of daddy daycare there. And yeah. On the hike to the lake, there's a lot of really cool bridges where you're going over like stuff like that, and so that was really pretty too. The whole time.
Woo!
Emmy! Yeah.
Mesmerized.
One day, and Hannah's brothers were fishing, and Hannah's brother's wife went fishing, and we just kind of hung out and enjoyed it. It was actually pretty hot that day. Most days it was really cool and nice and like perfect sweatshirt weather, but that day it was pretty hot. It had like a really nice beach there. Hannah's texts are coming in as we're filming this. It had a really nice beach there. Yeah. And the boys got to go in the water first, which I'll show you shortly. And Cole's voice was so high. I didn't even know it could go that high.
It was freezing.
Yes.
But it was refreshing.
Do you...
Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh! I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, Malenta.
Shout out to Shay, watch the babies, watch Luke and Emmy. Well, Garrett, Hannah, Cole, and I got to go ahead and all do it together. But the boys had already been in the water, and Hannah and I hadn't. And I was like, I did not want to go in. It was so cold. But we went ahead and did it, and I went on Cole's back, so I kind of had to. And
well, she's dunking me under the water.
I kind of hit that like panic mode, like, okay, it's really cold, and then he's like gasping for air, and I'm like pushing him down to try. And then like I kind of calmed down a little bit, and he's like, "There's a snake," and I'm like, "Ah!"
I can't breathe. You have to go.
I can't.
That snake?
Stop!
I'm kidding. I'm joking. Ouch.
I was like out of breath because I was kind of like freaking out still, but then I was like crazy laughing because I was having so much fun. And so I was still stuck in the current and I couldn't get out of it. And Cole's like, "Oh, just stand up, you'll be fine." And luckily Garrett came and saved the day, because if he wasn't there, I probably would still be in Montana right now, honestly. Like my knees hit the bottom and then I like get shot back out into the current. And I was like still laughing and I didn't know what to do, so good times.
Take your breath.
Just hung out with the Meyers and Wenzelbergers, and every night we ended with a fire, and usually we had some sort of snack. I think it was always s'mores with peanut butter and chocolate, so gotta have those snacks. Was always such a kind host and wanted to try to offer me drinks, but I was newly found out that we were pregnant, and so I could not drink, and so I was like, "Oh, I don't like that," or "I'm okay tonight, I'm kind of tired."
And then he was like, "Well, what's your favorite drink? And you said like mojito.
No, I'm like, oh, I don't need a drink. And Cole's
Yeah.
like, she likes mojitos. So he was going to make a special trip into town just for me. And I couldn't drink. I'm like, Cole, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Don't feel the fire. So then Cole, the first person, like, other than Cole and I, who found out I was pregnant was Mr. Meyer.
I had to tell him.
Yeah, I was like, Cole, you have to tell him. He
Yeah.
cannot go into town just for me.
It was a good trip.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can go back.
Yeah, we're coming back either way, so you're stuck with us. But thank you so much for having us and everything you did for us. We had, honestly, it's probably the best trip we've ever been on. It was so fun. It was so fun, too, how you guys helped take care of Emmy, and Emmy had Luke and all the other little babies to play with, so it was a good family trip.
Way to go.
Millie, you want to say goodbye? Say bye. Mildred.
Right here.
Wow.